Good, everybody, welcome to today's video. If you're looking at doing a LS swap, Vortec swap, and you're looking at getting a wiring harness, this is the one I'm going to show you guys from Current Performance Wiring. I researched long and hard, and these guys turned out to be, for my case, affordable, especially shipping to Canada. And when I received the wiring harness, I am actually more impressed. As you can see, I'm doing a swap in my 2003 Jeep TJ. Now, when you're looking at getting a wiring harness, you have to be sure what engine you have. If you've been following my build, I've been referring to this as an LS engine, but it's actually a Vortec engine, and that's very important when it comes to getting the wiring harness. And I'm going to explain to you the reason for that being. Now, if you're familiar with the LS engine, it looks very similar. But one of the main differences is, of course, is that the intake is taller. The LS has a shorter intake and the injectors are different as well. So when you get your wiring harness, you want to make sure it's for the right type of engine to avoid any issues. Like anything, when you get your wiring harness or you want to order your wiring harness, you want to know, or you need to know how your engine is going to be set up. So in my case, drive-by cable, there's no AC, no cruise control, any of that. So on the website, when you go to create your harness, you got to make sure you have all those variables. One of the most important things, of course, is what kind of transmission you are using. In my case, it's a 4L60, so I had the harness made to a 4L60. So let's pull the wiring harness out of the bag. Let's have a look. Now, when I ordered this wiring harness, ordering the wiring harness and shipping to Canada was actually very fast. Like, they had it shipped out within a few days, and they shipped it really quick to Canada. Well, all right, let's finally have a look at this wiring harness from Current Performance Wiring. I started the video a little while ago and then realized that something very important was missing that they forgot to include in the package. So, being honest, what they didn't include in the package I had to contact them about was the fuse block here. You can see it's connected with these two connections right here. So I sent them an email with my invoice number and everything else, and they actually got one sent right out. So it just came in. So now the wiring harness is complete. About this wiring harness is that there's no guesswork. Everything is labeled in case if there's any questions. And how it hooks up, because this is your crank position sensor here. This is your battery wire. So the power is going to be connected at the battery wire at the starter, so you're not going to tie up an extra connection at your battery terminal, which is really nice. And then that main wire goes up obviously to here into your fuse block. It's really nice too that anything that's close to the engine is insulated, like your O2s right here. It says passenger side, driver side. It's very important you don't mix those up. Might have some issues. And then there's this one right here, and that one's for your speedo, but I'm going to use the Jeep one. I'm not having AC. Definitely will be using the tack wire 12-volt switch. I'm gonna have to find one for that. This goes to the brake switch. Backup lamps, which is gonna be really nice because I gotta figure that out on the Jeep wiring harness. And of course, this would be for your check engine light, which I'm going to try to see if I can find which wire belongs to the check engine light in the Jeep and just tie into there. What's also nice with having a brand new wiring harness is that every connection is going to be good. It's been quality control tested, and there won't be any shorts where you could run into that situation if you built your own harness. You know, you're dealing with wiring that's well over a decade old. But I'm pretty impressed. The price was right, and they did actually a really good job. I went with this kind of wire loom on it. There's a braided that you can get as well. It was a little bit more expensive, but it would look nicer if you're doing like a hot rod or something. But just in my Jeep, I am not too concerned about the wiring. So, like I said before, besides for not getting the fuse block with the order that they corrected that. I'm looking forward to installing this into my 2003 Jeep, as I do, which I referred to it as an LS, but it's actually a Vortec engine. And we're going to continue working on that. So if this is your first time watching this video, you can follow me along while I do the swap in my Jeep. Anyways, I'm going to get going. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. And I want to thank you guys for watching.